Yep.
Hey there,
Welcome, everyone.
don't you hear me calling? Don't you
live
hear me,
stream.
girl? I'm right beside you, girl. Keep my crying heart
Go.
as you're soothing me. Oh yeah. If I knew you think
Hello, hello.
when you had no hey there,
Come join us in the chat room.
don't you hear me calling? Cry out for
Yeah.
you.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Every single day.
Happy Friday.
So please don't lose and take my heart away. When you're not delicate, darling. Don't you hear me calling?
Welcome. Craig's here. Hi, Craig. Well, welcome to the live stream. I'm testing out a new computer today, and it's Happy Friday. And yeah, just do a very quick one, and just wanted to say hello to everyone and talk about housing. Housing, it's such a lovely topic, isn't it? It's such a seems to be all about COVID and housing these days, 2020. But that's all right. Well, I just wanted to talk to you about my perception on housing, because I bought a house recently. Actually, it was the bank that bought the house. We're just renting off the bank. It's called a mortgage, everybody. Yes. It's fantastic. No, it's all titles, guys. It's all a bit silly. But but I still kind of check out houses when I can, and I still check out houses when I can, and I just want to see what the prices are at, because in the news, in the Herald right here, it's the average. Oh, sorry, that's a 2006 article. I'll get back to that one, but let's go to a recent article. This one here. How much debt is too much for Kiwi households to bear? It's November. Remember, the average house now is 1 million, as per this article right here, I believe. But yeah, I've been looking at previous articles about housing, and it really shot up in 2012, that sort of thing. But I mean, the FOMO in the newspapers have always been there. Like, it's not a new thing. But when will the cards crumble? When will the cookie crumble? Because here, banks are lending multiples of 5 to 8 times household income at the moment. People shouldn't be paying more than 3 times household. I mean, that was the old idea with Kiwi Build, right? It was going to be 3 times household. So this is a November 2020 article there showing that the ratios that borrowers are borrowing, because it's all about FOMO, guys. It's all about getting the fresh blood. Yeah. Hello, Craig. How's it going, mates? Hope the transmission is going smoothly on my new computer. Well, it's a new secondhand computer, but anyways, it's a Macintosh. Oh no. That's a dirty word in many circles, but I find this Mac has better Wi-Fi reception, because the reason why I've been really reluctant in streaming is the Wi-Fi connection. It seems like the Mac seems to hold the Wi-Fi connection a little bit better. So fingers crossed I'm able to actually stream properly. So let's see how this goes. Let me know if it's buffering or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, houses. Oh, okay, so let's talk houses. Houses always go right? Am I right? Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look at how the house prices. I've got a couple up that I bought up here. Is it this one? Yeah, okay. Look at this one. Here's an Oduhuhu house for $849,000 New Zealand. First homers. You got to get into that. That's a bargain. But hang on a second. So it sold for $924 in 2015. Then it dropped to $810 in February. And you'll see, I've brought up a few listings here where it sells within months. It's in Mike and the Night Network. Mike Martins talks about house flipping, right, to launder money, and this is a perfect. Let's just see it in plain black and white. Here's a perfect example because February, June. I mean, who lives in a house for that long, right? Same year. But anyways, house prices always go up, right? Let's have a look. Case study: 924, then 810, then $648,000. So it's actually gone down. And this is not a sell side, by the way. This is what they're asking. This is what they're trying to dangle the carrot for you at $849. Oh, it's such a bargain. Such a bargain for. If you're a first home buyer, lock that in for life, guys. Mortgage. Death grip. Love it. So yeah, house prices always go up, right? That's the narrative we're being driven. So here's an. I mean, it's kind of depressing looking at houses, right? Development opportunity. Okay, I brought up this listing because you'll see this a lot in listings now where things aren't even real. Like they're so staged, right? Like the photos are staged. I remember when we sold our first home, we left a rubbish bin out in the front, and we only had one day to book this photographer, right? So what do? They photoshopped that garbage bin out of the photo. They can do things like that, you know. But yeah, I mean, reason why is they want to shine that turd, make it glossy, make it look enticing, to a point that there's so many listings now where it's not even a real house. Like, I mean, these are just concepts, drawings with digitized people. I mean, look at that. Look at that, people. Isn't that fantastic? I think that's stupendous. I'm just going to bring up this next screen here to see. There's a few tests on this live stream. New computer, and there we go. New angles and that. Okay, cool. Just not listen to myself for a second. So Craig's in the building. Doing well, thanks, buddy. I'm trying. I'm trying. You gotta try these things. Try these things. But yeah, let's have a look here. So let's go back to this. So here we are. Here's a lovely photo of a beautiful piece of property that you can own. Look at that. Look at all those happy people. They're so happy. Look at that. You can be sandwiched like little chicken, caged chickens. Isn't it enticing? It looks like Happyville. You remember that movie, Happyville? So yeah, a lot of listings where it's not even real property. It's just concepts. But we're going to charge you $695,000 for a two-beddy. Okay, here's a story with us. We bought our first house 5 years ago in Manurewa. And at the time, we had other friends that bought a little bit, few months earlier, and they were buying houses at, say, you know, $250,000 New Zealand, that kind of thing. We were thinking, oh, that was a lot. But we bought our first 2 bedroom 1950s bungalow. Well, the bank bought this. We were just renting off the bank, but yeah, bought it for a cool $375,000, thinking that was a lot. Um, Eventually sold it. Sold it not for much profit, maybe 437,000, I believe. So, but that was after 4 years, so we didn't actually make much. It wasn't that desirable a neighborhood. It was South Auckland. But look, guys, these days in 2020, let's just double that up. Let's amp it up to 695. Don't they look so happy? Yep. Oh, and here's another example of a listing. I found this super, super, super funny. Yeah, it's hilarious because this one is $849,000 for a 3 bedroom. Look, guys, here's another example. Prices always go up, right? That's the narrative we're given to drive the FOMO. September 2015, 924,000, then 810 in February. Another case example where it's flipped a few months later at 648, and now 849. But yeah, this is fun. This is a funny listing because I wonder if there's something wrong with this property because it seems to be going down, right? So this is not a for sale tag. This is not a sold tag. This is still for sale. So that's the asking price. It sometimes doesn't always hit the asking price, of course. And I found a lot of the time when you go to these listings, a lot of them are auctions and things like that. And if they don't sell at auction, then they stick a price tag on. So this house, for some reason, is not selling. Well, people aren't cramping to it, and I wonder why. I wonder if there's some sort of mold in the roof or some structural damage. But I found this funny because look at this. Image is from previous listing. Oh yeah. Yep. Image is from previous listing. I'm just going to say hi to Craig. Craig and I have a joint gig tomorrow in Ellerslie as part of the Auckland Mama Market. So if you're in Auckland, check us 7:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Craig's going to get on the music at 11 a.m. But yeah, Craig's been pretty cool and just coming to the gigs and playing some music with me. Wonder if he's still listening. I will forgive him if he's not, because I know he works a lot night shifts and that. But yeah, anyway, back to this piece of comedy. Image from previous listing. Image from previous listing. Image from previous listing. Image from previous listing. Coffee is always a good idea. Image from previous listing. So there's a lot of this, guys. And so what I'm saying is it's like a magic trick. Oh, Craig's saying, yeah, he's listening and doing music. Thank you. He's probably preparing for tomorrow's set. Awesome. So guys, I have no idea who's going to tune in today. It could be just me and Craig, and I will be completely happy with that. I know a few of you from Mike and the Night Show and just random people, comment afterwards, but we have no idea who's going to tune in tonight. So this is fine. This is all gravy. You can consume this video when you see it. That's the beauty of the modern age. Yeah, okay, so. let me know if the video is buffering, Craig. Like I said, I'm testing this on a new second-hand computer, so I think the internet holds a lot better in this one. Anyway, so let me know if it's buffering or not, or if it's smooth transmission. Okay, so 849. Yeah, so that's the other thing I wanted to point out. And so, yeah, that was my points. Lots of magic tricks happening with photography and things like that. It's like enticing you with a carrot. But if we go to homes, and let's look at, I don't know, Panmure. Which is a good 30 minutes from Central. Look at that. Median estimate in this area, 945,000. So when we were looking just a year ago, that median estimate was 750. It's shot up major, 13.8% in 12 months. The reason why I brought this up is I want to show you the sold signs. So it's all gravy showing you sort of the asking prices, but it's all about the sold signs, right? And I used, when I was looking at property, I always used, and this was 12 months ago, I always used the sold signs as an indicator of how to negotiate the price for myself, which makes sense, right? Because what did the house down the road sell for? Cool. I'm going to offer you this because next door sold for this, that sort of thing. But the new trend for the last couple of months, I've noticed, and I wanted to show you this because I mentioned this a few times, but I've never actually shown it. But here we go. Writings on the wall. TBC, 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 TBC. So all the sold signs, all of them in this big area is TBC. TBC. Not one. Oh, this one sold for 1.2 mil. Okay, cool. That one sold for 750. But 90% of them. Oh, here we go. A lot of them. A lot of them are showing TBCs. Is it sorting TBC first? Maybe that's what it's doing. Okay, well, fair enough. Let's zoom in closer, shall we? Let's zoom in closer to the panel. Hit the refresh list, yeah. And, but yeah, point given. 50% of it is TBC. I've just noticed that more and more houses are showing TBC. Why? Because if you don't have information as a buyer, you can't make a educated offer, right? But anyways, there's a lot of FOMO happening in New Zealand, so thanks to articles like this, which seems to be daily. It seems to be about COVID and housing and affordability. If you don't believe me, let's look at the main page. For rent. I can't afford to grow old in this housing market. See, housing crisis right there. COVID. Those two, just always, every day. The other thing I wanted to show you, this is a Stats GOVTNZ website, and domestic growth by industry change from March to June quarters. Look at that. Wow. Accommodation is negative? That meant, oh my goodness. I've just realized these are all negative. Everything is down during this COVID time. The only, that makes sense. The only thing that's doing okay and is in the green is financial and insurance services because, cha-ching. That's up 25 million in profit. So finances, guys. I mean, if you look in Auckland City, one of the tallest buildings is either banks or insurance companies. That makes sense to me. Everything else, down. Wow, did not realize that was all negative. Yeah, that's the state of New Zealand at the moment. That is cray. But yeah, housing crisis. This is from 2014. See, these articles have always been around, guys. And what's my opinion on it? It's to stir up FOMO. Simple. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about if you're in a mortgage or if you're renting, don't fret. Same thing, it's just different title. We're still renting to the bank. So yep. Let me know your comments on the stream. I think I'm going to leave it at that for now. Thanks to Craig for listening in. He's such a cool cat, always listening in, giving support. We support each other, you know. I'm new to streaming, and that's all gravy. Alright, I'm going to press stop on this. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're watching this at a later stage, please place a comment below, and you have a good day. Have a good Friday. And I will be seeing you, Craig, and anyone else in Auckland. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow if you're in Ellerslie for Saturday Mama Market, 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's going to be good fun. Alright, some outro music. This is my album, by the way, on Spotify. Ralphie Souvenirs. Okay.
Don't you hear me calling?
Have a good day. Bye.
Don't you hear me, girl?